Thank you, Napa Valley Grape Growers, for hosting Fridays in the Vineyard. My name is Arnulfo Solorio. I am with Silverado Farming Company, and I am with Napa Valley Grape Growers Board of Directors and Chairman for the Farm Worker Foundation. I am here at the original Kalon Vineyard owned by Opus One. I came here in 1978. I was 14 years old when I landed in Yountville, and here is one of the first jobs that I did, which was pruning in these old vines that were planted in 1945. I am sure that I pruned them and suckered them and picked them for a couple of seasons. After this, I went and started traveling from Arizona to Washington, following the crops. In those days, there was not a lot of work that we did in the vineyard, as I recall. We would prune them, sucker them, and then kind of harvest them, and that was about it. This is how we grew the vines back in those days in the arbor style. There was no trellis, and the idea was that we would disc this way or this way, leaving just a little bit of grass and the trunk, and then we would remove the grass with the shovel. This reminds me of my old days, definitely. But look how old it is and how beautiful it looks, and it's still growing. After traveling for so many years and chasing crops, I decided to come back to Napa. Based on my experience, I felt for the vineyard here in Napa. I've met good people, good employers, and at that point I thought, if I'm not going to go to school and be educated, I might as well get a good job and be a farm worker. I learned so much that I noticed the need to train managers and farm workers. I just did not know how to do it. And one time I was invited by the Grape Grower Board of Directors to sit with them and talk about the need of the farm worker. So to me, I remember becoming with a long list of things that we needed to do. And one thing that inspired me was education. To me, education, it's like number one. Without education, it is hard to be promoted. It is hard to understand why we do what we do in the vineyard. Yes, we learn how to do the job. You cut here, cut there, but we don't know the story behind of the reasons why we do what we do. We learn only the practicality, but not the whys. The outcome was very positive because Farm Worker Foundation was founded in 2011. And now more than 21,000 people have been reached and their families, and over 6,000 hours of education we have provided. And I am so glad to hear that we're doing all these programs. We have the English literacy, we have the Spanish program for growers, and we have Dia La Familia, and train the trainers, and how to become a good leader, not only in the vineyard but also in the community, and a list goes on and on. People who can think, people with all this experience, in the vineyard for many years, if you give them the freedom to think and to come out with ideas and how to prune better, how to be more efficient, how to be safer in the vineyard, anybody would love to have them. My dream is also that they have enough education that they can learn the language, they can read and write, they can use technology, because technology is changing every day. And if we don't continue educating ourselves, we're going to fall behind. This is the career that we chose, to be farmers. And I understand and I want to respect that some people do not want to be leaders. That's fine. But at least be trained and educated to do a good job and then to enjoy your job. Because to me, when you understand the reasons why we do what we do in the vineyards these days is more exciting. You even sing in the vineyard, which, you know, sometimes some people say that they don't sing the best, but we're not here to be singers. We're here to train the vines, to tend the vines in the best way possible. Right now, I think that one of the most important things in the Farm Worker Foundation is sending the message to all their farm workers and their families for the importance of the coronavirus. Sadly, there is some people who still believe that this is not true and that this is political. You know, my message that I wanted to give you is that if you don't do it for yourself, please do it for your family. We know that a lot of you have uncles and grandpas and grandmas who are in the older age, so please do it for you. I mean, do it for you and for your family. So thank you so much, all of you, for watching these videos, and I hope we can see you soon in this beautiful Napa, that you can come and look at the vineyards and taste wine. Thank you so much.